That's what I think about situationships. I want to play the little game of hot or not, but I don't actually want to talk to anyone. I've actually been a little bit unhinged. Why is prees always better than the actual event? Hello, welcome back to this week's episodes of Meg It Make Sense. This week we are making sense of having a hot girl summer. And what does a hot girl summer look like? And also, I overshare a little bit and give you guys my opinion, which is sometimes unwarranted. Anyway, that's enough from me. Let's get into the episode. Okay, update. As always, I start the podcast with an update of what is happening with my life, where I am, what I did on the weekend. What did I do on the weekend? Oh, Saturday night, I had a night in. Because I think it's really important that when you're single that you spend time by yourself and you're okay to spend time by yourself. And surprisingly, I was actually way better than when I was in a relationship because I wasn't spending my Saturday night worrying about the whereabouts of someone. And I was only worried about myself, and it was really great. And I slept like an absolute baby. And then Sunday, I went to the beach with my roommate and a friend. And I don't know why, but every time I go to the Gold Coast these days, it's just because I live in Brisbane, so it's only an hour to get to the Gold Coast, so it's pretty easy to go to the beach. But every time I go, it's so windy, and it's almost like it's unbearable because the sand is all getting in you. But that was really fun, and that really filled my cup just being with my friends. But other than that, I've actually been a little bit unhinged. Low-key, someone needs to put me into a cage and throw away the key or something. I just mean there's just so much, I don't know what to say. There's so much happening in my life right now. There's so much, not drama, drama's not the right word because it's all happy and positive vibes, but there's just so much going on and so much exciting things happening. I do believe I will be hitting the town this Saturday because why not? What else am I going to do? I'm not going to sit at home again. And then coming up is Halloween. So I've been kind of getting my Halloween outfits and everything together. I don't think I'm going to a Halloween party, but I think on actual Halloween, I'm going to my friend James's house and we're all doing really funny costumes. And I honestly think that is going to fill my cup a lot. Now, I wanted to make this more interactive between you and me because I feel recently this podcast is just me talking to the camera, and I feel sometimes, talking to the microphone, I feel sometimes that can maybe get a little bit boring. I don't know how you guys feel about it, if you like me just yapping. But I want you guys to submit some Make It Make Senses. So that could literally be Make It Make Sense podcast, or Make It Make Sense, why is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days the best movie ever? Or it could be Make It Make Sense, my best friend literally wants to be me. Something it could be a scenario, or it could just be a topic in general, and then we can talk about it and I can discuss your kind of dilemmas or things that you guys want to talk about. So DM me on the Meg It Make Sense Instagram, or DM me on my personal Instagram or TikTok, and then I will include those at the beginning of the episodes. So this week's Make It Make Sense is literally a tale as old as time. Why is prees always better than the actual event? Now, I'm scared for my weekend that this is going to happen. This is why I think. You get your girlfriends together, you're having prees, you can have unfiltered chat, there's no distractions around, you're in the dome of silence, and by dome of silence, I mean me and my friends say this thing, immunity necklace, is when we're going to say a hot take or maybe do some gossip about someone or something, we always say immunity necklace, and that means this conversation is not leaving the group. Where when you go out, there's always other motives. For example, girls will be wanting to talk to other boys, or you're talking to people from other friendship groups, or you're dancing or whatever. But I think there's never any expectations on prees because that's just the pre before the event. There's always an expectation on what the actual event is going to be or what's going to happen, or who you're going to see, or how it's going to make you feel. Whereas prees, you don't have that. And a lot of the time when you hype up an event so much, you're obviously going to have a good pre with your friends, and then the event disappoints. So I always think that prees, and I always think you need to allow a long time for prees, like a couple hours. And I don't mean that in a way to like binge drink. I mean that just so that you can like have fun and hang out with your friends. And then you can go to the event. On that topic, you will never catch me at a kick-ons. I am not a kick-ons girl. I'm like a prees, the event, and then I'm going home. Because do you know how depressing it is, especially now being single? It gets to like 2 a.m. in the morning and you're like, literally, what am I doing with my life? I need to go home. What else is going to happen? This is disgusting. Go home. Like, I don't know how in like Miami and New York and stuff, the party starts at 5 a.m. I don't get that. I don't understand. Maybe one day I'll go to Miami or New York and I'll feel that and I'll be in that scene and I'll give it a go. But I don't understand how they've got DJs coming on at 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. and everyone's cooked. And by cooked, I just mean like drunk and like having a good time at 5 a.m. in the morning. I remember pre-COVID when I turned 18, it was the thing to kind of go out really late. Like you probably wouldn't go out until like 10 o'clock. I think maybe now that I'm older, me and my friends like to go for dinner. We like to have like a nice drink or something, do that around 8 o'clock, and then we'll just go straight to a bar from there if we are going out. But when I was younger, it was like this whole thing of like, oh, we have to wait until 10 o'clock. And also, I used to wear those Cook High fucking wedges every single time I would go out. And us girls were always looking so tall, so much taller than the boys. It was so uncomfortable. I'd be walking around like tiptoeing like Slender Man or something. And then all of a sudden one day it just switched to a tennis shoe. And then everyone was wearing tennis shoes. And then past COVID, I'm in a kitten heel. There's not one time I'm going out, unless I'm just going to the pub or something, that you won't catch me in a heel. If you're going to ask me what footwear are we wearing, it's always going to be heels. If I'm going out drinking or to dinner or something, I'll be in heels. And I would rather be overdressed than underdressed. But I got off topic there, and I still think prees is always better than the actual event. Make it make sense. Because at the end of the day, if you really think about it, the event should be the thing that should be the fun part. Okay, today we're going to be talking about having a hot girl summer and how you can have a hot girl summer. And as I mentioned on a TikTok that I posted recently, this is coming from no experience. So I'm learning this as you guys are if you're also having a hot girl summer with me. I think though what I found out is that having a hot girl summer is not about like going out, going crazy, drinking, being with boys, blah, blah, blah. A hot girl summer is a mindset. And it's a mindset about prioritizing yourself and doing the things that you want to do. And I kind of touched on that last week about how I'm like doing things that I want to do because I want to do them and they fill my cup. So I think, yes, a hot girl summer can be in appearance and looking hot, feeling hot, talking to people, hanging out with friends, going out, socializing, blah, blah, blah. But a hot girl summer also includes being by yourself, working on your mental state, working on the cortisol levels, working on the adrenaline levels. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm going to talk about today. And I'm really excited. As I said, I've been seeing 11:11 again everywhere. I had a week off from seeing it and now it's back in my life. So this is good. This is a good sign. It means something new is coming. Change is happening. Hot girl summer is happening. And honestly, like it feels like all the girls are going through it at the moment. Like I know so many people that are being broken up, coming out of relationships, coming out of situationships, etc. I've kind of adopted this thing. There's a trend on TikTok at the moment that's just like, girl, whatever. And it's basically like people just posting pretty much like videos of them just doing different things unbothered and it's girl, whatever. Like I heard about some drama between some people I know the other day and I was like, that would not affect me. Like literally girl, whatever. And I've been saying that to all my friends, girl, whatever, when it's just like drama that's like, you know that saying of like, if it's not going to matter in 5 years, don't bother about it. Like, don't worry about it. My friend always used to say this to me, like, is it a problem that you're going to worry about in 5 minutes or 5 years? Because if it's a problem that you're going to worry about in 5 years' time, then that's a big issue. But if it's not, then let it go. Who cares? Girl, whatever. And I thought to myself, I really need to listen to Mel Robbins' podcast or a book, like the Let Them theory. But I'm afraid I already do let them. I'm afraid that I let them too much. I'm afraid that I let them to my detriment. But I'm going to continue doing that, let them, but also go whatever. That is so like coded. Like if you understand that, you get it. We're on the same TikTok algorithm. But yeah, we're going to go whatever. If it's not going to matter in 5 years, forget about it. We literally live on a floating rock. And this is my hot girl mindset. So some of the things I'm going to do to have a hot girl summer by working on myself is I'm going to start going to the gym more regularly, which has been hard for me because my ex and I go to the same gym and I've just been anxious about seeing him. But girl, whatever. I almost said that with an American accent. Girl, whatever. You need to go to the gym for your own mental state. Who cares if he's there? Let him do his own thing. Who gives a fuck, you know? I'm going to be getting lots of vitamin D because vitamin D goes with so many, like, aiding other vitamins into your body. Hot girl walks. Maybe I should put hot girl in front of everything. Hot girl gym, hot girl vitamin D, hot girl walks. Walks are the best. I honestly just put a podcast in. I'm podcast obsessed. I listen to so many podcasts and just tune out and worry about yourself. I have a really nice walk that I like to go on and it's kind of like got a good view of the river and it fills my cup. I think even going on a hot girl walk with a friend is really therapeutic because I went on a hot girl walk with one of my best friends, Bianca, and we literally did not stop yapping the whole time. And it was great because we talked about all these things that I felt like were on my mind. And after the walk, I just felt completely clear-headed. Oh my God. My mom has just messaged me, Megan, what is group 7? I'm so confused. Shout out to everyone in group 7. I saw that on TikTok the other day and I didn't really think much of it. And then I saw that everyone was hyping it up. So I was like, I got to jump on this. Shout out group 7. Another thing I'm doing to work on myself is I'm going out. I am socializing more, which is really exciting because I feel like I need to build up my social skills and no one cringe at me when I say this, but I need to build up my riz. I am the least flirtatious person ever. Like, I am just like straight to the point, straight as it is. I'm so bad at flirting. My roommate is so good at flirting. Maybe I should get her on the podcast and she can give some tips. She's so good and she's so smooth. And I see her like talking to people and making eye contact with people. And I'm like, how do you do that? Like, I'm too in my head and I'm too awkward. But I think the more that I practice, the better I will be. In saying this with the going out, I'm not going to be going out every single weekend. Number one, it's a waste of money. Like if you miss out on one weekend, you're not going to miss anything. It's like the same people that go out. It's like the same nights, the same places, like especially in Brisbane. And I've spoken about that so much. I just am not going out every single weekend because not being hungover on a Sunday is so rewarding, and that's when you can socialize with people in a way that like actually matters. Like you can hang out with family and friends and all that. And also I think learning to be by yourself on a Saturday or a Friday night is really valuable, and you can turn it from, because I know like as soon as you become single, you have this mindset of like, oh, it's a Saturday night and I'm alone, or it's a Sunday night and I'm alone. But I don't think you should think of that in like a sad, depressing way. I think you should think of that in a way that's like, great, like I can do my self-care, I can do my face mask, I can journal, I can manifest, I can watch my favorite show without someone being annoying and talking to me and interrupting me. Like if you flip that narrative of I'm by myself to change it to a narrative of I'm having a hot girl night in, I'm working on myself, I'm doing all the things that fill my cup, that make me feel at peace. And I think that is sometimes way more rewarding than just going out and getting drunk and then feeling like shit the next day. But I still will be doing that anyway. But it's all about balance. You can't have yin without yang, you know? And I'm all about balance. Working on myself, if you've been following me, you know that I have issues with an iron deficiency, but I think I might have Hashimoto's, which is like a thyroid issue. I don't know if it's a disease. It's like a thyroid issue. It's genetic for me. It's in my family, but it means that my like thyroid, I believe, is underactive and it can't like process the iron. I'm probably butchering how that is, but like if you're someone that struggles with iron and energy levels, you might have this, because I don't have any issues with menstruation. Like a lot of people have an iron deficiency because of something to do with their like period. And then also my stomach like isn't quite absorbing the iron. So I need to go get another blood test because I think I have Hashimoto's. But I did get an iron infusion 2 months ago, I think. And the 4 weeks after my iron infusion were literally the best weeks of my life. Besides everything that was going on, I just had so much energy because every day at around like 2 o'clock, I literally just feel like I want to pass out and fall asleep. Those 4 weeks, I had so much energy, and I work in the mornings and I work at nighttime, and then I do all my content and influencing stuff during the day. So I kind of am not stopping from 6 until 8:30, almost 6 days out of the week, pretty much. And I need to get on top of my energy levels for that. So that is another thing that I'm also doing. Hot girl iron levels. And I actually do really encourage girls to go, and boys, if you're listening to this, everyone, to go just get your bloods done and see what you're deficient in or see what is lacking, and it will improve your quality of life, honestly. I'm a big hypocrite saying that because I procrastinate things. But I think I need to to have a hot girl summer, like it needs to come from the inside out. I need to do all those things, get the iron fixed. You guys know I have a gap tooth. I want to keep the gap tooth, and I'm going to get it evened out. I need to get a skin check because I live in Queensland and like the UV is cooked. Like I'm wearing sunscreen all the time, but I'm also outside a lot. So skin check. I'm going to get Botox. Actually, you know what I'm saying with my chest? I'm going to get Botox. Not because I want my face more snatched, but every single person that I see that has Botox has fully glass skin, and that's what I want. I want like perfectly glass skin, and I know there's other treatments that you can do. Like my friend James got like salmon sperm injected into his face or something, and his skin looks beautiful. But I just know that Botox will do that for me. So I don't want to really fuck around and find out with all the other stuff. I just want to like get the Botox. That'll be really fun and fresh. And I don't care if people don't like it. I don't care at all. I think I'm going to treat every single week as if like I'm walking the Victoria's Secret fashion show the next week. If you found out you were walking the Victoria's Secret fashion show next week, what would you do? You know, you'd get lymphatic drainage, you'd get your teeth whitened, you'd get blah, 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 blah. You'd get vitamin B. It's outside and inside. And I'm not saying that in like is the word like conceited? Like I'm not saying that in a self-obsessed way, but I think look good, feel good, look good. I also want to know if anyone has any experience with coffee enemas because I've been seeing them a lot, and I don't think I really have that much. I don't know. I might be gluten intolerant, honestly. I don't really have like gut issues, but like any woman, I just feel like we get so inflamed. And this might be TMI, but because I work with children, and I promise you I do wash my hands all the time. This is such an overshare. I get pinworms all the time, okay? Like every 3 months, I need to make sure that I take the pinworm chocolate or the tablet, otherwise I'll get pinworms. And the fact that I literally get them like pretty much on the dot every 3 months makes me think that maybe something is going wrong in my gut, and maybe I have a parasite. Who did I say? I said to someone the other day, I need a colonoscopy. And I think that is when you put a camera up your butt. I didn't mean that. I think I meant colonic. That's like when they drain everything out of you. Oh my gosh, I could be saying them the wrong way round or wrong. But I think I need one of whatever that is. I think I need to like drain it out and like maybe do a bit of a gut cleanse. Because your gut is connected to everything, like stress, anxiety, depression, hormones, thyroid. You need to have a good gut. And I'm probably preaching to the choir right now. Like, I am saying this and I'm just the biggest hypocrite. But at least if I say it, I'm going to manifest it into existence, and I'm going to normalize it for my own brain, and then I will do something about it. Make that make sense. Another thing I'm doing to have a hot girl summer is I'm saying yes to things more. I feel like when I was in a relationship, I'd just be like, no, I'd rather stay at home, blah, blah, blah. But if someone is like on a Thursday night, hey, I've got tickets to this concert, do you want to go? I'm like, I'm going. I'm just going to say yes. My friends have been asking me to hang out, and normally when I would put it off, or normally when I would be like, oh, I don't really feel like it, I've kind of been forcing myself to go, because I know at the end of the day that's going to fill my cup and make me feel better than just like sitting at home by myself. And I have no reason. And like, I keep thinking this, like, you really, and I know it's cliche and cringe, but you only have one life. You may as well make the most of it. In saying this, I'm also going to be saying no to a lot of things. The things that I want to say no to are like the things that I just in my gut really don't want to do. And I'm going to say no without having any guilt. So again, with yin and yang, I'm going to, this summer, to have a hot girl summer, I'm going to have a balance of saying yes to the things that I know are going to fill my cup, even maybe if I don't have the energy, or even if I don't feel like it. And I'm going to be saying no to the things that I don't want to do with zero guilt. Like, I recently have followed this guy on TikTok. I think his name is like Bernardo. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. But he lives in Brisbane, and he is just always out at like organized events doing things. And I'm thinking, where are all these organized events happening? Because me and my friends are constantly bored and constantly don't want to know what to do and are trying to like fill the time. But this guy always just seems like he's going to DJ events or socializing events. I mean, like, he goes to like run clubs and stuff. I'm not doing run club. I'm sorry. I'm just not a runner. And low-key trauma, because my ex is obviously a big runner and into that, and I just like don't want to indulge in the hobbies that he's into like that. It'll probably remind me of him, so I don't want to be doing that. But like this guy on TikTok, Bernardo Silva maybe, you guys might have to look him up. I follow him. I'm pretty sure you can see my following list on TikTok if you want to look him up. But yeah, he's just always at organized events, and he's actually been very inspiring for me, because I'm like, I need to be doing this. I need to be saying yes to things. I need to be going to events. If someone invites me to go to, I don't know, some random event, I'm going to say yes. And I can't say that there's nothing happening in Brisbane, because this guy's going to something every single day, every single night. There is things happening in Brisbane. I'm just in the wrong spot. Maybe it's because I live in South Brisbane. And by South Brisbane, I mean like Southeast Brisbane. I feel like we're a little bit closed-minded, and we like to like go to the bowls club, where people in North Brisbane like get out and they like go to the city and they go do things and blah, blah, blah. Okay, I feel like I did in my music festival episode, if you haven't listened to that, go listen to it. We're going to play Hot or Not again, and we're going to play Hot or Not Hot Girl Summer Edition. And I literally have just got the most random list of things, and they don't really correlate with each other, but they're so random, and we're going to get my opinions on them. Let's go. Being delulu. That is the first one I've got written down. Being delusional is absolutely hot for summer. I think that being delusional is kind of like the only way that you can convince your brain to achieve things or do things and be happy. For example, I was just watching Quinn Blackwell's vlog of her Victoria's Secret fashion show, and she just was talking about like how she literally manifested it, and she convinced herself like that she was like that girl, and then it led her to being where she was. And I had a light bulb moment when I was watching that, being like, oh my God, you have to be so delusional and convince your brain and go, okay, I am that girl. This is what I deserve, or this is what I'm going to do, or this is the opportunities that I'm going to get. If you constantly doubt yourself and put yourself down and go, oh, I'm just a small town person that I'm just going to go to work every day, I'm not like, I don't attract people into my life, blah, 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 where are you going to get with that attitude? And I feel like I have been delusional my whole life. But I'm going to be extra delusional going forward into my hot girl summer. And I think that if anyone has a problem with it, that's their problem, not my problem. And I spoke about this last week a little bit. But girl, whatever. It's not my problem. Yeah, I'm delusional. Cool. That's how I'm gonna shape my life to be the life that I want. Like obviously I have this podcast and I post to social media, but I obviously don't. I have a small following, but I don't think of myself as famous at all, like not one single bit. But I was like, I'm going to apply to go on Raya. And I did. And can I just say, it is crazy on there. Sometimes it's a little bit underwhelming, but like the people I've seen on Raya, I'm like, oh my God, like there is a possibility that you could be talking to these people. And you have to have that delusional state of like, I am that girl to be able to have that energy, if that makes sense. Anyway, maybe I'll have Raya tea for you guys in the future. I'll keep you updated. Texting first. Texting first is hot for hot girl summer. Girl, whatever. If you like someone, text them first. What's the worst thing that can happen is that they leave you on red or they don't respond to you, and then you go, okay, next. I've made a TikTok about it, but like there is so many people out there in this world. Who cares if you want to text them first? That goes for like not just romantic relationships, but also platonic ones. If you want to make friends with someone or you want someone in your life and you want to hang out with them, just text them. What my mom has always said this thing to me, like they can't take your birthday away from you. Growing up, I did dancing at a high level, and whenever I would get anxious about an audition or a competition or something, my mum would always say, they can't take your birthday away from you. Which means like at the end of the day, we're all human. Who cares? And I'm not like putting myself above anyone. Like I'm not saying like that. I just mean that you need to be unbothered by things. Like you don't need to think that you're better than someone if they don't reply to you, whatever. You just need to be unbothered by it because you know who you are and you're amazing. Next on my list is tan lines. No, tan lines are not hot. Whenever I see someone with tan lines, I'm like, okay, you're 12 years old. You know, I understand if it naturally happens or whatever, but you could easily, like, if you can see me right now, like just pull your like straps down like this. And I feel like with tan lines, it looks like you've just been like soaking yourself in the sun for hours and hours. Whereas if you don't get tan lines, it's just from every day being out in the sun, etc. And skin cancer is not cute, guys. Skin cancer is no joke. So tan lines are not hot. I think tanning's hot for sure. Getting tan in the summer, so hot. With sunscreen, whatever. Tan lines, it just ruins an outfit a lot of the time too. Hot or not, situationships. That's what I think about situationships. I will not be getting into any situationships. I mean, unless the right person comes along. But like, I just think, what's the point of having this anxiety and stress about another person when you're not dating them? I think situations are fine, but situationships where you're going back and forth about the texting and just the fuckery of it all, no thanks. Not hot. Hot or not, Hinge. I'm undecided. I am on Hinge, but not, like, I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm just kind of on there for fun. Someone messaged me the other day being like, I think someone made a fake Hinge of you. And I'm like, no, that is actually me. I think obviously people are on those dating apps, like, they have to put themselves out there. But a lot of time that people have liked me, I'm like, oh, this is depressing. So I actually don't know how much longer I will be on there, but maybe I need to give it a little bit of an extra chance. I also can't be bothered talking to anyone. So I think maybe that's why I'm a little bit anti-Hinge, anti-dating apps right now, because I want to play the little game of hot or not, but I don't actually want to talk to anyone. Hot or not, slick Ricks, obviously very hot girl summer vibes, especially when it's like hot days, you're sweating, you're going to be out for a long time. I always hate what I look like with a slick Rick, but then when I get photos back, I'm like, okay, that ate. And then also I feel so much better because my hair is so pulled back out of my face. Last but not least, hot or not for hot girl summer, photo dumps that are clearly curated. I'm going to say, oh, not hot. You guys know from my recommendations podcast that I'm obsessed with an influencer called Ruby Lynn, and she started posting photo dumps that are just completely random, not curated, just like random photos. And I think that gives such cool aura and energy. I just feel like I could never curate a good photo dump. So I think that I'm just going to start going full rogue, full random with it. And I feel like that is more fun. And I think it's hot. And I think it's a hot girl summer energy. I'm also making a playlist at the moment for Hot Girl Summer. So if you want to follow me on Spotify, it's just Megan Hansen. I need to like fix my Spotify. I have a bunch of random, because I'm a dance teacher, I have a bunch of random playlists. But watch out for the Hot Girl Summer playlist. It's gonna have a mix of new, mix of old, mix of house, mix of like Addison Rae, Olivia Dean, Tate McRae, all of that. Just hot girl summer energy vibes. Play it in the car on the way to the beach. Play it in the car, windows down with your friends, singing. So go follow me on Spotify if you want to go listen to that playlist. And I also wanted to ask you guys if you want me to get a guest on, because I'm not sure if you're sick of me just talking to you guys by myself, or if you like it. So if you want a guest on, let me know. Leave a comment on what guests, or DM me. Send me what influencers, experts, people in my life, whoever you want me to get on the podcast, and we'll make it happen. Because I'm always just having a conversation with myself, which I do all day, every day in the car by myself anyway. But I feel like it would be fun to have another person on, and we can go back and forth about different topics. Well, I think that was a really short episode today, but honestly, I had a lot of fun. I hope we're all having hot girl summers, and remember that hot girl summer isn't just about being hot, looking hot. It's a mental state, about prioritizing yourself and putting yourself first. Thanks so much for listening to this episode. Follow me on Spotify, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all the places. I just started an LTK. That's in my Instagram bio, my link tree. So you guys can see where all my outfits are, because I'm constantly getting messages about it, about what I'm wearing and where it's from. So you can go look at that. Thanks so much, guys. Have a fabulous week. Love you all.